Welcome to the It Factor. We're Jimmy and I, exploring a new blog post by Mr. Len Kaplan, CEO of CDML and MSP in Queens, NY, offering network management, VoIP and UCAS, cybersecurity compliance, IaaS, cloud and Microsoft 365 and Azure solutions. If you're a small business owner or maybe you manage IT for a growing organization, this deep dive is definitely for you. So today, we're diving into a great piece titled Project Management using Microsoft Whiteboard. It really promises a kind of digital upgrade for your project planning, and here's the kicker. It's probably already included in your Microsoft 365 subscription. It's all about Microsoft Whiteboard, a flexible digital canvas built for visual collaboration and, maybe surprisingly, some pretty effective lightweight project management.
That's right. And this deep dive, what we want to do is uncover how small and medium-sized businesses, SMBs, can actually use Microsoft Whiteboard to plan, assign, and manage projects. And crucially, do it without needing to shell out for expensive third-party applications. We're aiming to show you why this tool is, well, kind of a hidden gem for project management that's quick, visual, and really accessible.
Okay, so let's kick things off with the basics then. What exactly is Microsoft Whiteboard? We hear about it for brainstorming maybe, but in this project management context.
Yeah, good question. So the article Project Management Using Microsoft Whiteboard describes it as a cloud-based digital whiteboard. Think of it like an infinite canvas. It lets you and your team draw, write, brainstorm, yes, but also organize project information in a shared visual space. You can use things like sticky notes, various templates, freehand tools. It's pretty versatile.
And the collaboration part sounds like the real key here for teams, right?
Absolutely. I mean, that's where it really shines. It allows for collaboration in real time or, asynchronously if people are working at different times. Plus, and this is big, you can embed your board directly right into Microsoft Teams and easily export, share, and revise boards from pretty much any device.
Okay, that makes sense. So why is this particularly great for small, medium-sized businesses? Don't they often feel like they need, really complex, feature-heavy tools?
Well, that's exactly what the article Project Management Using Microsoft Whiteboard addresses. It argues that, look, small teams often don't need the heavy artillery like Monday.com or Asana. Those can be overkill. They need something quick, very visual, and accessible without a steep learning curve. Whiteboard gives your team that clear space to plan and track progress without adding yet another app to juggle.
So zero extra costs then, is that right, if you've already got Microsoft 365?
Precisely. That's a huge plus. It's usually included in most Microsoft 365 subscriptions, making it super cost-effective. It also gives you centralized planning. Everything lives in one shareable board, and it allows for live input from everyone so people can chuck ideas on there or update status simultaneously. Really collaborative.
Okay, got it. So we know what it is, why it's good for SMBs. Now, project management using Microsoft Whiteboard breaks down to actually using it for project management into 4 easy steps. What's step 1?
Right. The first step is basically just start with a template. Whiteboard has these built-in templates, things like project planning, Kanban board, sprint retrospective, even SWOT analysis. Using these saves a ton of time and, importantly, gives your board some structure right away.
Okay, templates first. Good starting point. Then how do you handle assigning tasks?
Step 2 is where you assign tasks, typically using sticky notes. The article suggests using color-coded sticky notes. These can represent tasks, sure, but also milestones or maybe even roadblocks you identify. You can cluster them by priority or by who owns them, and the best part is you can just drag and drop them around as the project evolves. Very fluid.
Right, like a physical board, but, digital and smarter. What about visualizing the workflow itself, seeing the bigger picture?
Yeah, that's step 3. Use icons and drawings to visualize the workflow. You can actually sketch arrows between tasks to show dependencies, for example, or you can annotate issues right on the board. Use symbols like check marks for completed work versus, say, a question mark for pending items. It's basically mimicking a physical whiteboard's flexibility, but it's always accessible and easily updated.
Makes sense. And the final step, step 4, how do teams keep everything current?
Step 4 is all about sharing and syncing. You can share the whiteboard directly in a Teams channel, maybe pull it up during a video call, or just send out a simple link. This means team members can always go back to it, make updates, check progress whenever they need to from wherever they are.
Okay, that sounds pretty straightforward. The article, Project Management, using Microsoft Whiteboard, also gives a real-world example, right? A small marketing team. Can you walk us through that?
Absolutely. It's a great little case study. It describes this 5-person marketing agency. They use Microsoft Whiteboard to plan out their campaigns. So during their kickoff meetings, instead of just tech stocks, they brainstorm messaging, deliverables, who's doing what, all using sticky notes on the project planning template in Whiteboard.
And how do they make it properly visual, not just text on stickies?
Yeah, they take it further. They actually add things like bar chart images showing timelines maybe, or logo mock-ups directly onto the board for quick visual reference. Tasks get color-coded by team member. And then as work gets done, they literally just drag the sticky notes across columns on the board, maybe to do, in progress, done. And the team updates the board together, usually before their weekly check-in. No extra apps, no separate logins needed, it just works.
So it's clearly useful on its own, but it sounds like it doesn't just live in isolation. How does the project management, using Microsoft's Whiteboard piece, say it integrates with the wider Microsoft world?
Spot on. The article really highlights that Whiteboard becomes even more powerful when you use it alongside other Microsoft tools you might already have. For instance, you could brainstorm ideas on a whiteboard during a meeting and then pair it with Microsoft Loop to capture and track the specific assignments that come out of that brainstorm.
Ah, okay. And what if you need more detailed task tracking for certain items?
Then you can easily export decisions or specific tasks right out of Whiteboard into tools like Microsoft Planner or Microsoft To Do. You can even embed a finished whiteboard or one that's in progress into your OneNote meeting notes for easy reference later. So it really acts as this great visual starting point for a project workflow, keeping everything nicely tied together within that Microsoft ecosystem.
What's really fascinating here, I think, is how Microsoft Whiteboard, this tool that, let's be honest, is often overlooked, but probably already sitting there in your Microsoft 365 subscription, offers such a powerful, visual, and genuinely low-cost way for small businesses especially to manage projects, brainstorm effectively, and just keep their teams aligned, all without adding new software headaches.
Yeah, and that really brings up an important question for you, the listener, doesn't it? Considering you're likely already paying for Microsoft 365, how might leveraging tools you already own, like Whiteboard, actually transform your project management without adding a single new cost or yet another app to your tech stack? Something to think about.
Definitely food for thought. If you enjoyed this deep dive and found it useful, please do take a second to click the thumbs up button. We really appreciate your feedback.
Till next time.